This woman is dying of thirst, but instead of drinking the half bottle of water in her hand, she poured it all over her face. But then she picked up the empty bottle and stood on the high ground and started licking the rainwater seeping out of the iron plate. But that tiny bit of water was far from enough, so she tried to gather more droplets into the bottle. Yet the rainwater mixed with rust tasted almost as bad as seawater. Before long, she started dry heaving. She had been trapped inside the container for a week. To make matters worse, outside the container was a vast expanse of ocean. Seawater kept pouring in through the hole. Although the lady hadn't had any water for days, the seawater was simply undrinkable. Just when she was about to despair, she suddenly felt water droplets falling on her face. She slowly looked up and realized that it was actually raining outside. The woman stood up in disbelief, greedily enjoying this gift from heaven. She didn't dare to delay, and hurriedly took out all the preservation boxes and placed them on the table to store the hard-earned fresh water. She even cleaned out a tiny can to use for collecting the water, but while handling it she accidentally broke the pull tab. As she stared at the lifted lid, she suddenly got an idea on how to escape. After calming the baby, she starts to move. The container is now only one side uncut. She figured if she could find a weak spot, she might be able to pull it apart just like opening a can. Without hesitation, she grabbed two straps with both hands and pulled with every ounce of strength she had. Under her continuous efforts, the gap was also pulled wider and wider, and finally the woman pressed her entire body weight on it. With a loud screeching sound, the metal finally tore open. The light that had not been seen for a long time shone on the woman's face, and she smiled too happily at this moment. But when she climbed out, that smile quickly faded, only to see an infinite sea. The container is like a flatboat. However, compared to the dark and humid inside, the outside is much more comfortable. To the mother's relief, her baby finally pooped. She threw the diaper into the ocean, but it attracted a small fish that was looking for food. Surprised by the sight, the woman leans down to catch one, but on the 2-meter-high container, she couldn't even touch the water. So she crafted a simple spear and excitedly threw it at the fish. Unfortunately, without any survival skills, she missed over and over again. Instead of catching a fish, she exhausted herself. She collapsed onto the floor, swallowing her dry spit. But then she suddenly realized that an airplane was flying over the sky.